guys, welcome to another WoW video, and I thought for today we would finally do the Roland video. So this is one that's similar to the Scaravolts one. So you may remember there was a rat out there. It was kind of RNG if you saw the rat that specific day, but if you fed the rat, you got a cooking pattern. This one is similar. It does also involve a cooking pattern, but your reward at the end will be Roland the rat. He's a pet. He's basically like Ratatouille, you know, Remy from Ratatouille. So I thought this was kind of pretty cool because I've been playing a lot of Disney Dreamlight Valley lately, and I had unlocked Remy like months ago in that game. So very cool. So the first thing you're going to want to do to get Roland is you need some ingredients. So get 70 fine aged cheddar, 20 spicy sharp cheddar, 10 Zuccola cheddar, and 10 gold bars. You're gonna need to be at least 50 skill points in cooking, and if you are at least 50 but you're under 100, I would suggest doubling what I just said, just so that you have enough. Reason being is that if you're 100, you're going to make 5 of the items that we're going to, I'm going to tell you about in the next step. But if you are under max, you'll make 3. So yeah. So once again, at least 50 skill, but double it if you're less than 100. So next step, you're going to go to Zarela Caverns. So at the Obsidian Rest flight path, which is where you can fly to, make it nice and easy, there's a building. You're going to go to your right, and you'll see a slice of cheese in one of the boxes. Just pick that up, and that gets you the recipe rat. And you can see on the tooltip it says, grovel before the recipe rat in a desperate hope to be deemed worthy enough to obtain its closely guarded recipe. And this is the time consumption part, because you can also see that it's a 5-minute cooldown there. So basically every 5 minutes you're going to use the recipe rat to beg the rat for an item, and that item's called the ripped recipe scrap. These come in different quantities. So sometimes I got as low as 3, and then other times I'd get as high as like 8. So it's really up in the air how much you're gonna get. So yeah, just keep using the item until you have 30 in total. And yeah. So this part is gonna take you at least 20 minutes. And yeah, I would say 20 to 30 minutes for getting the 30 ripped recipe scraps. Once you have all 30, combine them, and that will get you the recipe charitable cheddar. So now what you're gonna do is you're gonna use those items that you got earlier, which I can't remember if I mentioned, but if you don't want to go all over the place to get those items, you can buy them on the auction house. And yeah, so combine your fine aged cheddar, your spicy sharp cheddar, Zuccola cheddar, and your gold bars to create 50 of the charitable cheddar. And now we're gonna go to Tirisful Glades. So if you're on a Horde character, this is super easy. Just go to Undercity. And if you are on an Alliance character, just a little more time, but it still won't take you long to get there. Just hit up, either Stormwind or Ironforge, and you can fly out there. Best way to fly out there would be Chillwind camp, and then just kind of fly over. Yeah, with flight, it's easy. And then I guess this would be kind of a consumption part too. I basically just watched a movie while I was doing this part, so I can't remember how long it took me. But I'm sure you can make a wild guess. You are collecting 50 rats in total, so yeah, it's gonna take you, it'll take you a little bit. Depends how many rats you see and how fast. I turned on nameplates to make it easy. You can also make a macro. I found nameplates was making it fast enough as it was, so I didn't really do the macro. But if you feel you need to do it even faster, I guess you could throw a macro in there and just have it target the rats. One thing I will add here is that you can't feed the battle pets. It has to be just like the regular rats. So yeah, don't bother with the battle pets when you see them. Honestly, that's why I picked this area. This area is really good for having lots of both. So like if you see some battle pets as rats, like that doesn't really, like it does nothing to you. There's still a ton of other rats around. So yeah, I highly suggest this area among all others that would have rats. But I totally get that if you're Alliance, maybe you don't want to do the travel out here. That part's pretty easy. Once you've collected your 50th rat, you will obtain an account-wide achievement, which is called the Gift of Cheese. And that achievement awards you the Roland pet. And he's pretty cute. He wears a hat and he has a fork in one hand, cheese in the other. Yeah, definitely Ratatouille vibes here. Also worth noting, and you can see it in the pet card here, but you can only obtain one Roland pet. So yeah, no need to go on the alts to get more. This is the one and only you can have. And that concludes this video, so I hope you enjoyed. Good luck getting Roland, the rat pet. And we will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.